Welcome back to Spain But Smarter. I'm Emma, and today we're tackling a question that almost every overseas buyer asks at some point. Should you get a mortgage in Spain or should you pay cash? Some people assume paying cash is always the smartest option. Others believe it's better to borrow and keep their savings invested elsewhere. The truth is there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your financial situation, your long-term goals, and how you plan to use the property. In this episode, I'll explain the pros and cons of both options so you can make the right decision that's right for you. Let's get started. So, who can get a mortgage in Spain? The first thing to know is that non-residents can usually obtain a mortgage from Spanish banks. Generally speaking, non-residents may be able to borrow around 60 to 70% of the property's value, while residents may qualify for a higher loan-to-value, depending on their circumstances. The exact amount depends on factors such as your income, existing debts, credit profile, and the bank's lending criteria. So yes, getting a mortgage as a foreign buyer is absolutely possible. So what are the advantages of paying cash? Let's start with the biggest advantage, which is simplicity. Without a mortgage, there are fewer documents, fewer approvals, and fewer delays. Transactions are often quicker because you're not waiting for the bank to issue a mortgage offer. You'll also avoid paying interest over the life of the loan. For many buyers, that provides peace of mind. Owning your property outright means there are no monthly repayments to worry about. If you're buying a holiday home or planning to retire in Spain, that financial freedom can be very appealing. The advantages of getting a mortgage. So, why would someone choose a mortgage if they have enough cash? The answer is flexibility. Instead of tying all your money up in one property, you keep some of your capital available. That could provide an emergency fund, allow you to diversify your investments, or give you more flexibility for future opportunities. Some investors also prefer to finance part of a purchase if they believe their remaining capital can earn a higher return elsewhere. Whether that approach is suitable depends on your personal financial circumstances and risk tolerance. So what are the hidden costs of a mortgage? Because a mortgage isn't free. Beyond the monthly repayments, you'll also need to think about property valuation fees, mortgage arrangement costs where applicable, home insurance requirements, life insurance requirements if requested by the lender, interest payments over the term of the loan. These costs can add up, so it's important to compare offers carefully rather than focusing only on the interest rate. Should you use all your savings? This is something many buyers don't think about. Imagine you saved enough to buy your dream home outright. If you spend every euro on the purchase, what happens if an unexpected expense comes along? Perhaps the property needs renovations, maybe you want new furniture, or perhaps life simply throws you a surprise. Keeping some cash available can provide valuable financial security. So, should you get a fixed or variable mortgage? Because if you decide to borrow, you'll also need to choose the type of mortgage. A fixed rate mortgage gives you the same monthly payment throughout the agreed fixed period, making budgeting easier. A variable rate mortgage can rise or fall depending on interest rates, meaning your monthly payments may change over time. Neither is automatically better. The right choice depends on your financial priorities and your comfort with changing repayments. But what do most international buyers do? Well, there's no single trend. Many retirees buying a forever home prefer paying cash. Investors often use finance to keep capital available for other opportunities. Families relocating permanently may choose whichever option best suits their long-term financial plan. The important thing is making a decision based on your own circumstances, not somebody else. My advice is, before deciding, ask yourself, do I want the security of owning my home outright, or do I value having access to additional cash for other investments or unexpected expenses? Also remember that buying a property involves more than just the purchase price. You'll still need to budget for taxes, legal fees, notary costs, furnishings, moving expenses, and ongoing ownership costs. Whatever you decide, make sure your overall financial plan is realistic. So, for my final thoughts, should you get a mortgage in Spain or pay cash? For some people, paying cash provides simplicity, peace of mind, and freedom from monthly repayments. For others, using a mortgage offers flexibility and helps preserve capital. Neither approach is automatically right or wrong. The best choice is the one that supports your financial goals and gives you confidence for the future. Thanks for listening to another episode of Spain But Smarter. If you've enjoyed today's episode, I'd really appreciate it if you could follow the podcast and leave a review. It helps more people discover the show. If you're planning to buy property on the Costa del Sol, you'll find a link to my book, which is now available on Amazon below. Next week, we'll ask another important question. Should you buy a holiday home or relocate to Spain full-time? We'll explore the lifestyle, financial, and practical differences to help you decide which option is the better fit. Until next time, real talk, smart moves, better life.